PlayStation Vita hasn't exactly been wooing gamers with its robust catalog of games in recent months. But there are gems on Sony's fledgling system, and you can count Queasy Games' new offering Soundshapes as one of them. A totally unique and novel platformer, Soundshapes encourages players to create their own music as they work through any given level, adding significant depth and nuance to one of gaming's oldest and most tried and true genres. The end result is something excellent, a native Vita game also available for PlayStation 3 that's well worth both your time and money. The most striking thing about Soundshapes right off the bat is how beautiful it is in its inherent simplicity. Its no-frills approach to menus means you can get right into the action with no problems. Whether playing on PlayStation Vita or PlayStation 3, the game looks and acts identically, and since you get both versions for a single purchase, you'll be able to pick and choose how you want to play the game. But more on that later. Soundshape's simple approach segues to its graphics, which are crisp, clean, and colorful. Various artists are responsible for each of the game's worlds, called albums, so expect to find art inspired and executed by the likes of Super Brothers, Pixel Jam, and Colin Manser. Likewise, Soundshape's audio, which is at the heart of the game, also comes from a variety of artists, ranging from Beck and Jim Guthrie to Deadmau5 and I Am Robot. When taken as a whole, Soundshape's visual and sonic aesthetic are marvels that prove that beauty doesn't necessarily have to come from photorealistic imagery or orchestral music. The game easily outclasses a vast majority of its contemporaries without ever having to go over the top with flashiness, and it's this very fact that makes playing Soundshapes such a sublime experience. Soundsshapes is a platformer, but it's a platformer with a serious twist. As you manipulate your amorphous blob character through various terrain and over and around various obstacles and hazards, you'll be charged with collecting circular objects strewn around each level. These collectibles aren't rare, they litter just about everywhere you go. And the more of them you collect, the more dynamic the stage's musical accompaniment becomes. This means that Soundsshapes is multi-dimensional, its various facets dictated by how thorough you are in collecting these circles. You could conceivably beat any stage in the game collecting nothing at all, thus leaving the music in a sort of boring void. But as you collect these circular objects, the music becomes robust, energetic, and ever-changing. As you move further and further through any given stage, old parts of the music disappear as new bass riffs, chords, drums, and keys move their way in. So not only is the soundtrack brilliantly executed and catchy as hell, it's also dynamic and evolving. Though Soundshape's campaign, which stretches across 5 albums and 20 total stages, can be beaten in a few short hours, its lasting appeal comes from the modes you unlock after you complete it. Death Mode and Beat School allow gamers to get a lot of bang for their buck, completing difficult collecting-based challenges and conducting ready-made music, respectively. With the exception of Soundshape's Lone Gold Trophy, which you get for beating the campaign, the game's complete roster of 32 silver trophies are all attached to these challenges. So trophy whores out there will want to pay attention. Better yet, since you can sync your save between the PS3 and Vita versions of the game, trophies unlocked on one automatically unlock on the other. That allowed me not to earn a single platinum trophy in Soundshapes, but 2 for the price of 1. And if you really want to keep Soundshapes alive, you can jump into its full suite of creation tools, which buff out with options the more you get through the game. Created stages can be shared online, and players can favorite your stages, compete on leaderboards, and more. Something tells me that stages created are going to get seriously insane when Soundshapes is out for a while. It's worth noting, however, that I had connection problems between Vita and PS3 as far as cloud syncing is concerned, and I also had some problems trying to play certain shared stages. Hopefully both of these problems, while minor and incessant, are fixed in a future patch. In short, Soundshapes is amazing. While I'm a little confused why Sony ported it to the PlayStation 3 when they probably could have sold some Vitas by keeping it exclusive, the fact of the matter is it plays great on both platforms. And hopefully Sony's model of getting both versions for the price of one continues unabated into the future. Whether you own a Vita, a PS3, or both, stop what you're doing right now and go purchase Soundshapes. You won't be sorry you did. For more on Soundshapes and all things PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, and PlayStation Network, keep it tuned to IGN.com.